Good evening, Super Metroid item randomizer fans. That's right. This is it. The prime time slot on Speed Gaming. Season 3 playoff action. Vileplumes versus Order of the Elephant. Nevdi versus Slow Guy. This is for all the marbles for the Vileplumes looking to take the series in their third and potentially final race against Order of the Elephant. Order of the Elephant trying to stave off elimination. This is really exciting, and joining me in my excitement is my co-commentator, Kev Nastix. What's going on, Kev?
Hockey, thanks for that awesome introduction to tonight's matchup between Nevdi and Slow Guy. I am super hyped for this matchup right now, and I love Dash Randomizer. One of the coolest things about randomizers, I think, is you get to see the versatility of these players across all kinds of categories. We might have to see some gate glitching. We might see some suitless stuff, hack runs. There's just a whole lot of things we can expect to see in randomizers. And this particular logic, dash logic, there's some changes to your standard randomizer. For instance, Spazer is going to do some things that Speed can also do, like access to the waterway location or the Batoon location. The gravity suit is can protect against heat damage just a little bit, not as much as it does in the vanilla game, but a little bit more than it does in other style randomizers. And we also have a major minor split. So major items are going to be split with major items, and so those are your movement items like space jump and screw attack. And there's also, spring ball, and screw attack. And then there's also your beam upgrades. And then the minor items, that's your artillery. That's your missiles, super missiles, power bombs. So yeah, this is going to be super dope. I'm super excited to be here, Hockey.
Me too, Kev. Me too. Dash, if you're unfamiliar with it, gamers and viewers alike out there, yes, Kev gave a fantastic description, but I love the acronym Diversity and Selective Haste. So, Kip and a bunch of other people that put together the Dash Rando, they wanted to do away with some of the hard gating by certain items, and that's exactly what these changes bring. So moving back, or I should say moving forwards into this race, our runners have starting at the ship like usual. No intro cutscene here. This is Randomizer. But to make a long story short, in each of these playoff rounds, the first 3 races are divvied up into Power, Varia, and Gravity Suit categories. This is the Varia Suit race, and it is Dash Randomizer. So we've already had a Gravity Suit and Power Suit races from both teams, with the Vileplumes grabbing both of those races.
So, Hockey, there's one thing that we did forget to mention when it comes to the other changes in Dash Randomizer is you have a starter charge beam. So you're going to see that starter charge beam. Yeah, it does about a third of the damage as your regular beam, but it prevents certain soft locks. It prevents a soft lock at Batoon, Mother Brain, Crocomire. So that starter charge beam, or shoot crate even. So that starter charge beam is a really cool item. But and also with the special beam attacks, you have full damage for the special beam attacks, I believe, with the charger beam. So it does lend different style of play compared to a lot of the other randomizers that we see.
No doubt about it, Kevin. How about this pickup by Nevdi in the ceiling of Retro Brinstar, the Spazer Beam? In Dash, the Spazer Beam is so valuable, not just for its damage output, but it will break the blocks ahead of Batoon in the Batoon hallway. It will also break the blocks at Waterway, so you do not have to have Speed Booster to check Waterway.
Yeah, so that's you're definitely gonna hope they remember that and don't sit here and forget a minute which logic they're playing, because I can tell you I have absolutely picked up Spazer and Dash and completely forgot about that waterway access. But the other good thing about it is if you have unless you mentioned that I just tuned out for a second because there's a fan book series in the chat there that I was asking about. But Spacer also gives you a little extra firepower at the beginning, so it makes a lot of enemies one-shot kills, and it makes it a little bit safer if we happen to have a low energy seed.
No, for sure. So we see both runners checking that kind of the meme route tease there, but now they're both headed up the elevator. Both in one-hit kill mode if they were to try to get past those side hoppers and make it to Green Hill. They still want to check out Bomb Terizo, potentially go up to Gauntlet, but with no tanks, that's a really, really tough check.
Yeah, and I think with these particular runners here, they're both very strong Super Metroid runners across a variety of categories and randomizers, obviously, or they wouldn't be here. But you're probably going to see minor checks, just like this old Mother Brain check right here. You're likely to not see a 230 missiles check, and they're likely to not go out of their way too much for minor items. They have Spazer, which does more damage than your regular pea shooter, and they have that starter charge beam. So they're probably going to look to pick up minimal missiles and super missiles, depending on what movement items we see them get and whether or not the suits come into play early. And of course, as I said, that slow guy is checking 230 missiles.
That's right.
It's still a good check. They're still looking for a super pack. They don't have supers yet.
Right.
That's a really good idea. And that could be the first logical set of supers. So yeah, after you have the whole set, you don't need to spend as much time going out of your way. But I got to actually agree with that play now that I'm watching Slow Guy, and that's probably why he's still in the league.
For sure. I thought it was very curious. You saw Nevdi pick up the old Mother Brain missiles. Slow Guy just said, no, I don't really want it. But then Nevdi making a beeline straight to Bomb Terizo, finding a nice energy tank there. So 10 power bombs, you may be thinking Gauntlet here, but Slow Guy first to find those supers. So I'm curious where Nevdi's going to go after this. He's got to find that super pack to unlock the rest of the game, so to speak.
Well, it's also worth mentioning that in Dash, the supers, the amount of packs that are distributed are not as many as you would find in another randomizer. So, if 230 missiles is there's plasma beam, nice pickup. But if Nevdi does not get any super missiles here after Terminator, when he goes down the elevator in a green Brinstar, he may end up having to backtrack all the way to 230 missiles for that first super pack.
That's a really good point, Kevin. We do see Slow Guy here going back to the ship, going to get that refill. I think he's got to be headed towards Gauntlet. Nevdi, though, heading down to Brinstar, hoping to find some supers at the early supers location.
You might see that Gauntlet play because that's with one E-tank and 10 power bombs, a racer of Slow Guy's caliber shouldn't be too much out of his range. And yep, here we go. We're going to get that Gauntlet check. So you have a major item right in the front of Gauntlet. Nevdi also has 2 major items that he can check right, or 3 major items, a couple minors and 1 major item he can check right here. Bunch of minors. So this is a good play here from Slow Guy. He could potentially get something really good in the front of Gauntlet and then continue the backside with 2 more ammo items.
Absolutely. It's the minors do come into play, but not as much, you might say, as other rando categories. Ooh, there's a nice pickup and a set of supers. So really nice pickups for Nevdi there. Space Jump at Brinstar Reserve. And how about a Spring Ball for Slow Guy? Not the world's most okay Gauntlet pickup, but maybe not as sexy as Space Jump. You know what I mean?
Definitely not as sexy as Space Jump. I am not full on Spring Ball and kind of in between the wants and the want nots as far as Spring Ball is concerned.
Really?
I would rather take that Space Jump right now. Could potentially be a little bit more useful, but then again, Spring Ball does give you Meridia access at some point and can also be a worse room in the game item down in Lower Norfair. So we'll find out later if that was a good play by Slow Guy, if the Spring Ball is worth it. But right now, I'm giving the Nevdi the lead right now because he's most likely going to run into a boss first. Going to check this major down here at the bottom of the Eddie Kuhn pit. After we go through here, and we'll take a look right now. I say Space Jump puts you ahead of there's the Varia. So now
early Varia
completely ahead. No heck runs. I'm a little sad.
Oh man.
Plasma beam's good too. I mean, we've got charged plasma. We're 1 item away from some microwave shenanigans coming up.
Oh, can't wait. Absolutely cool. Can't wait. But I was gonna say, go back to the whole Spring Ball thing. A couple races ago I said Spring Ball is so polarizing, you either love it or hate it. But Kev, you're the one who's in the middle that thinks it's just okay.
I think it's because I spent about 15 minutes live on air during a race trying to learn how to do the Spring Ball jump in the Lower Norfair, and after doing that and failing for 15 minutes, I finally got it. But it did turn my feelings on spring ball a little bit. I just had that feeling like it was just so frustrating. But
That is
that's just all for last, man. I'm really getting into this race with these racers right now. The thing with Varia's suit is you're most likely going to see Nevdi go straight into Norfair. Nevdi's done low percent ice. Nevdi's done RBO, and it doesn't have to worry about anything like that. Space jump, good movement, probably one tank away from really feeling comfortable with a lava dive. I'd say he can do it. You're probably going to see Upper Norfair and Bubble Mountain checks, and he's probably going to go to Kraid. And I wouldn't be surprised if Slow Guy does the exact same thing, but who knows? Maybe we'll have route divergence. Maybe one of them will be hoping for a stacked wreck ship. Maybe that's where Varia's suit is, or some other kind of, access. Well, and they also have plasma. So imagine if they don't find Batuan hallway access and one of the runners forgets they have plasma. I'm just thinking ahead. I'm thinking ahead. This is just all the possibilities. This is what I love about Rando.
Absolutely. How about this wavegate check for Nevdi picking up screw attack? The combination of space jump and screw attack is just so potent. And but also
Nevdi is a full-on lethal weapon right now. Ooh, ice.
Ice at charge, another great pickup. So
baby.
Nevdi really banging on all cylinders here. His movement is incredibly impressive. He had a really nice reverse mock ball out of the Brinstar reserve room. He's really putting on a show right now. But Slow Guy's not out of it by no stretch. There's still a lot of race left.
I'm not going to lie, Hockey. I am absolutely hoping that nobody can find... I'm absolutely hoping nobody can find Gravity Suit. I want them to have all they need for Suitless Meridia.
Oh my goodness! Well,
last night we had a jet seed that I was doing commentary for, and they were so close. They had all their Suitless Meridia items, but then they found Gravity Suit. Please let today be that day when we have Suitless Meridia.
It just might be the day. I was hoping for Grapple there at the Waterway energy tank, but it was just the vanilla item. But
it is worth pointing out there, not only Nevdi, he remembered that he had Spazer to get to that item, but the strat of laying the power bomb and killing all the fishes and Leos there, those are Meridia enemies, and they hit like a truck.
That's a good point.
So Nevdi having the foresight to not have to worry about just using Spazer beam on those enemies, so that was really very strategic. And let's see if Slow Guy makes the same play, remembering he has Spazer, it looks like. So let's see if he goes with the power bomb strat.
Yeah, it's very, very challenging for these runners, even at their caliber, to remember all the little intricacies, idiosyncrasies, really, between these different logics. But Dash certainly bringing a full slew of features that you won't find in other randos that can definitely impact the decision-making by our runners. But looks like Nevdi first into Red Tower. He is going to go straight down. And good check X-ray. This is nice. Very, very tractable with Space Jump.
I know. I thought for a second there, it would be cool to see that old school strat where you do the D-boost off the waivers. But this is way, way more comfortable. And
oh yeah.
Pretty much once you have screw attack and space jump, I just feel like virtually indestructible at that point.
No question about it. I mean, it's like we said, it's a 1-2 punch of just being able to jump anywhere and just buzz sawing through enemies. So
I love it.
Another E-Tank pickup for Nevdi at X-Ray, deciding to pick it up. I think that's the right play. You never know how stingy the seed is going to be with energy tanks. But
we now have the absolute minimum energy for Nevdi that you need to be able to take on Mother Brain.
That's true.
Also, Varia Suit, Screw Attack, a pretty comfortable lava dive for a racer like Nevdi. I know Nevdi pretty well from the GT Classic tournament and just weekly races and all that. I'm pretty certain that we're going to see most likely a Kraid kill, and maybe Nevdi will remember to turn back on that plasma beam, but we'll probably beat a lower Norfair sooner than later at this point.
I think you're right. I think that
upper supers, but
upper Norfair brings. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, still has plasma. I'm just, me, Hockey. I just think out loud. So don't let me stop you. Don't let me stop you.
Oh no, you're good. You're good, Kev. It's a pleasure to commentate with you again. I was looking forward to the opportunity. And here we are, season 3 of Item Randomizer League. First season that we're doing teams, and I think the team aspect, as well as the races that have been cooperative, have just been really thrilling. It's been a wonderful season so far.
I made some really good friends with Papa Schmo and Sir Cabby. We're my team, and we just had a lot of fun, just kind of getting together and practicing throughout the week. You know, hey guys, let's pick a time, let's meet up, and let's learn how to do this. Let's learn this logic. Let's share strats. Let's share experiences, and it was a really great, rewarding experience. So I'm definitely hoping we continue with the team aspect of this. You know, in future seasons because it's just been so exciting. It's been so much fun.
Absolutely. So you see Slow Guy skipping that E-Tank at X-Ray. That's going to gain him some time on Nevdi, but Nevdi's still playing like a man possessed. Getting into Kraid, going to set up for that quick kill. Try to do some lag reduction there. Using that morph ball to great effect. And Slow Guy just going to get that reserve tank at Spazer and probably same thing, just make a beeline for Kraid.
You know, I'm actually thinking to myself, kind of what I was saying a little bit earlier. Thinking about Nevdi and the lava dive, I don't know how strong Nevdi's bootless lava. Oh my God! Just as I said it, just as it's out of my mouth, we are going to Lower Norfair. I assure you.
Yeah,
folks.
no question about it. There's no doubt in either of
cow.
our minds, is there, Kev?
I want to play this seed. This seed looks so fun. Why don't I get seeds like this when I have a race, man? I get just come on.
Well, we've seen some the earlier today the matinee races had some brutal seeds with some very protracted races. We had a first finish at an hour 50 and another race it was about an hour 25, hour 22. Very challenging, intricate, and slow progressing seeds. But this one, kind of a mixed bag. I mean, you're really equipped perfectly, as you said, Kev, to deal with Lower Norfair as well as Upper Norfair. But that gravity suit remains elusive. Who knows where that suit could be?
Yeah, and you know, definitely those high jump boots are going to be very important when it comes to the lava dive because without the gravity suit, space jump is useless in acid and underwater. So it's very important that you have high jump boots to make that lava dive a little bit easier. You don't have to time anything with the Namahe flames and worry about taking excessive damage. So a high jump boot lava dive for a racer at Nevdi's caliber is, you know, it's in his wheelhouse. That's all I'm saying. So I would be gonna check the ice and you know, who knows, still maybe looking for gravity suits, still looking for speed, but I'm telling you, Nevdi is fully equipped. He's already got the plasma beam on. It's going to make his way to Lower Norfair really soon. I would expect potentially skipping the Bubble Mountain items.
That is a possibility. I'd be curious how it works out for Slow Guy if he does make those checks if Nevdi doesn't. We've got an X-ray scope, so microwaving is on the table, but I don't know if it's really possible with the starter charge beam. You'll have to fill in my knowledge.
You can do it. It's slow. You know, like you're not gonna one round Dragon. You can probably run one round Batoon. I mean, it's a little bit tougher, but it's still, you don't need to worry about blowing ammo such as your supers. You know, you can get the job done. It's a little bit safer, and you know, again, who knows what we might find as we go into Bubble Mountain or Lower Norfair. You know, and I don't know. Kind of expecting Nevdi to do this high jump boots check here. We have a major there, and then if it's not speed, you know, making his way to Cathedral, maybe check that minor item, and then you know, again, Lower Norfair, 15 power bombs is pretty comfortable for Lower Norfair. That reserve tank is not going to help too much.
Oh no, but yeah, how about this? We got Slow Guy skipping the ice check, or maybe just postponing it. So really has caught up, just came storming back after losing a bit of time to Nevdi. So
I think that's a very smart decision. I honestly thought that with this loadout that Nevdi would skip ice. So I mean, we are almost close to being synced back up again, just based on the routing decisions each runner has chosen. And you know, the out of the way stuff that Nevdi went to was really not, you know, completely worth it. And I don't know. We'll see if yeah, I don't know. This is going to be interesting.
Absolutely. I think it, you know, Slow Guy could be in a position here where if he continues to skip kind of the Bubble Mountain checks and just goes straight to Lower Norfair, I mean, that could, depending on what's there and depending if Nevdi checks them, that could be a huge chunk of time gained.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say somebody in chat said they don't really like the missile, skipping some of the missiles. Is that what I read there? Missile skips and some of the randomizers are a little bit more potentially dangerous than others. But with starter charge beam and plasma, it's oh gosh, gravity suit, jet speed.
Oh my
Holy
goodness,
cow!
this is it,
All right,
Kev.
so this, we're not going to see too many fancy tricks, unfortunately. Too much crazy business here. I'm a little sad, no Suitless Meridian,
Oh,
but
Kev, say it ain't
but
so.
this is going to come down to who moves better. I mean, they both have a similar loadout. We have well, really, if you think about it, Slow Guy only has one more item, and that's Spring
That's true
Ball, and
from
that's not going
Gauntlet.
to save too much time. Um, let's see who can fight the bosses better, who can get through this faster. We are missing Microwave on Slow Guy's side. I just noticed that. No X-ray, but
Yeah, no X-ray scope.
it's gonna be
And
wild.
also, it looks like Nevdi's full committing to just blazing into Lower Norfair. What if we get just one or two little checks from Slow Guy that give him something like a speed booster? That is definitely a possible, although with the items that they have, the majors that they have picked up, I think it's a little bit unlikely. So I think
Lava dive. I didn't happen to notice. No, we don't need to do lava dive. We have gravity
we
suit.
got
Man,
gravity
all the
suit.
tricks are gone. All the fun now is.
Just
This
straight
is gonna be cool.
execution,
So,
Kev.
what checks are we gonna do? What checks do you think they're
I
gonna do
think
left?
back
I
of
mean, I wouldn't
Ridley.
go out of my way for anything.
I think back of Ridley would be quick, but other than that, yeah, I don't know. Speed booster does gain you a lot of time, especially in the escape, but
But is it worth the risk? I think you're right. I
exactly,
think they're gonna
exactly.
check. I think back of Ridley, and then potentially, maybe the space jump location when they
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
Dragon.
After Dragon,
I don't know if I would take any unnecessary things. Like I don't think I would go to Firefly and check that right now. I would just try to get to the finish line as fast as possible. I
for
mean, we're
sure,
less
for
than
sure.
20 minutes in, and we are full go mode. We're
Full
full
go
go
mode,
mode.
yeah, absolutely. Starter charge, ice beam, enough miners, enough energy, both suits, great movement items to just, like you said, go execution heavy. Comes down to just strategy and tactics, moving Samus through the rooms as fast as possible.
Now, who do you think feels like they're behind right now? Because they're probably taking a guess that based on the items and based on what they've gotten, they have to be thinking that the other person has done the exact same check, the exact same route. So I wonder who's feeling behind right now. Are they both feeling behind? Are we getting a little bit of lag here, not killing some of these key hunters? But I don't know. You think either of them feel behind? This is so jacked.
I think, given that both suits were pretty close to each other, I think the one might be thinking about the other, like, oh, please let one of them have gone up, gone to wreck ship or something like that. I think both probably feel, unless they're thinking that one of them went to wreck ship, I think they're both feeling like they're playing from behind, and you can see it in the movement. Like you said, we'd be hard pressed to see any out of the way checks from here until the end of the race.
Yep. Now, I also want to point out that this is not particularly free either for both of the runners. I think they're both very well equipped for this fight, but with the starter charger beam and plasma and ice, the fight is a lot longer than you might expect. And neither runner has 30 supers, and I doubt they're going to want to spend any time farming more than maybe just a little bit like Nevdi's doing right there, like maybe get a super drop from those bugs. They're probably going to just run right into Ridley, and I don't know how many shots it is, 30, 40, 50 shots with starter charge, ice, and plasma.
That's a really good question. It would be 3 times what it would normally be, but I
can't
don't know what it would normally be.
90
Tracy M in chat with 90 shots. Thank you, Tracy. Really appreciate that.
You can always count. Yeah, you can always count on chat to really help it out, especially Tracy. She
Especially Tracy, no doubt. No doubt about it, Kev. So a little farm up from our runners here. Looking for full supers, I think. Looks like both of them got about 19. Nevdi going to stick around, get the full 20. Plus 20 missiles on tap and power bombs, but
I wonder
a lot
how
of
many of these
ordnance
guys
to
can't
deliver.
math like me. They can't math like me, and they're in for a much longer Ridley fight than they were expecting.
Oh my goodness, that's true.
really exciting, really fast.
We
And
got
Nevdi with the energy advantage for sure. He's got
that's
one whole
true.
tank over slow guy. So this, I'm gonna be quiet right now. This is intense.
This truly is what you love to see, Kev. Simultaneous Ridley fights with the starter charge beam. Chat, you couldn't ask for more theatrical happenings than in this race right now.
Every time somebody takes a hit, I wince, and I know that. I mean, they do have screw attacks, so they can some of these swoops and these jumps and lunges they can kind of get around. But Ridley is still very dangerous, and it's going to be a pretty long fight. Slow guy is trying to avoid those swoops, and Nevdi is doing a really good job of kind of coercing Ridley into this pogo pattern right here. So, and Nevdi's got low ice experience, I know for sure. I'm not so sure about slow guy. Looks like Nevdi's handling this fight a little bit better, getting a little bit better on those pogo manipulations. So this is wow.
Yeah, really clean fight from Nevdi so far. He's got Ridley charging at him. Ridley's on the ropes. He's just got to deliver a few more shots. Already emptied his supers into Ridley. Just looking to get picked up. Wow. Great fight from Nevdi. The Space Pelican is extinct. That is it for Ridley. Nevdi. But Slow Guy still handling it. Still energy looking pretty good. Still got those 15 supers on tap. And Nevdi's reward is simply the grapple beam. That is a hard skip by Nevdi.
Yeah, at this point, there's absolutely no need for the grapple. Oh, come on, slow guy, please survive this. Oh,
He's got reserves. He's still got a full tank or so. Just got to deliver those supers. Maybe one more charge beam. Oh, he's got it. Way to go, Slow Guy. Ridley is down on your right side screen for Slow Guy. Both runners having defeated half the bosses. That was terrific. Clutch performance by Slow Guy.
That was fantastic, but Slow Guy's probably going to be very disappointed with what he finds here. Going to pick up Grapple Beam anyways, likely to farm up some energy on the way out. Doesn't need to worry that much about it. Going to be probably, Slow Guy should be okay with the Space Jump and Screw Attack combination. But has to make sure he has enough energy not to take a couple hits from those Duskegas in Wasteland, and probably just he still has that full set of reserves. We think maybe it's full.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. But yeah, those Duskegas definitely pack a punch. All these red key hunters in Lower North are hit like an absolute freight train, especially the ever so deadly Three Musketeers on the last room or so of the Lower Norfair escape. So this is interesting, Kev. A Firefleet check from Nevdi, simply an energy tank as in the vanilla game.
Yeah, but then again, as far as a lot of the other majors that Nevdi has later on that he could check, that would probably be the least out of the way. So, not a bad idea. Might be feeling like, going to get lucky with that speed. I don't know if he's aware of the difference between his tech and Slow Guy's tech. Maybe just feeling really good about that Ridley fight. I mean, come on, we're 26 minutes in. We've already got Lower Norfair taken care of. I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm loving this.
So, trying to get in the mindset of Nevdi, Kev, he did. Chad pointing out he's probably looking for charge or wave beam, but then he went and did a minor check right by those Hodarubi missiles, I believe. And getting some more supers. Slow Guy picking up that E-Tank. That's a really timely pickup for Slow Guy. But Nevdi's putting Lower Norfair into his rearview mirror. Would be really surprised if he checked. Oh, he is going to check wave. I stand corrected.
With chat pointing out charge beam, wave beam, happen to find one of those speed would significantly help out a whole lot, and any one of those would make these extra checks completely worth it, especially 26 minutes into a seed. So, I gotta change my thinking a little bit on this seed. I think that was a good call from these runners here, even if it's just an E-tank. A little bit of extra energy never hurts anybody, but I'm pretty certain we're going to see a bid for Meridia very soon. And, who knows? Slow Guy might skip some of these checks, might decide to not go check the wave location. We might not Oh, there's a Kego through one of those platforms there. That was
Oh no.
crack up when that happens. But yeah, we're gonna see a Meridia play, and then we're gonna see a really fast wreck ship. I don't expect they're gonna do anything in wreck ship, but take out the ghost and run home to Turian.
Absolutely. Well, Kev, we're synced up at Bubble Mountain. This is spectacular stuff.
Oh man, can you believe it? Just like every single point in this race, the difference between we got right there that slow guy is forgetting that he does not have speed. And this is probably a good play, but with Spazer, slow guy could have gotten through Frog Speedway. That's some really cool tech that I wonder if slow guy is aware of, or just with the screw attack and space jump might just think that this is faster.
I think he needs wave, Kev, to pull that off.
You're right, wave. You're right. I'm sorry. Good call.
Yeah, if he did have wave though, there's some definite soft lock potential for that strategy.
Oh yeah. So without wave, I'm getting so far ahead. I'm just
Kev, you're doing great. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. You're doing a phenomenal job. But yeah, runners headed to Meridia. Not seeing an ice check from slow guy. That's good. No Bubble Mountain checks besides the reserve, which I believe had. Was that where Gravity Suit was? It has to be. I'm almost positive.
Bubble Mountain Reserve. Yeah, that's where we found Gravity.
But yeah, like you said, maybe these checks are going to come back to haunt Nevdi. I don't know. But slow guy is just going punch for punch with Nevdi. Nevdi's throwing everything he's got at slow guy, and slow guy's just like, "Yep, I'm gonna keep getting up. I'm coming for you, Nevdi. This is a must-win. I can't stress this enough, Kev. This is a must-win race for Order of the Elephant to stay in contention in this first round of the playoffs."
I'm having a hard time trying to figure out exactly whose screen to look at. I was just watching that really, really sick space jump through Everest over there that Nevdi did. That was just incredible. And what is slow guy? Is slow guy gonna tickle the fish, or is he gonna go to? Why would we go to? Oh, I was about to say muscle. Yeah. They're probably from another category. I'm like, why would we go to wreck ship right now? That's that was the way with what you have to do here.
A little bit of a miscue from slow guy there, but man, he was building up so much momentum, catching up to Nevdi, just kind of nipping at his heels, but that does cost him quite a bit of time. But here you see Nevdi showing off the X-ray strats with the starter charge beam.
And you can see the difference right there between the starter charge beam and the regular charge beam, because usually it only takes about a few of those. Wow, that definitely took a little bit longer than I thought. But you see what we were talking about earlier, microwave will work, but it's just much, much slower than when you have the actual charge beam. And here we're going to see ice clip here, and we saw that from Nevdi. Really, really good stuff from the runners. Oh, come on, buddy, you can do this.
That's it. He's got it. He's got it. Way to go, slow guy. Good recovery. Not the most ideal frozen mock droid position, but no problem at all. Did you happen to catch what was that boat to an E-tank? Was it an E-tank?
You know what? I didn't even. No, I did not notice. There's so much on hockey. This is so much action. I got Jack on over there. I'm really interested in the conversation, and I'm really interested in what's going on there. It's so long. I can't believe we're 31 minutes in here. We're almost about to have the third major boss down. This is insane.
Got the potential to be definitely sub-hour, that is for sure. With going to be 3 bosses down for Nevdi, but slow guy not far behind at all. Not far.
I happen to have the luxury of having been beaten by the best time in this league, and that was by Kip, who I think had the second best randomized time in history of randomizer against me.
Oh my goodness!
And I'm sitting here looking at this, going, "Can we beat that 43?" I don't think so without speed, but this is going to be this is so jet. I can't even believe it. This is amazing.
Sure. 43 is an absolutely ridiculous time. That is crazy time. Now, interesting that Nevdi, or I should say, slow guy picked up that grapple beam. He's got the potential to have a slightly faster dragon fight, even though he has the X-ray with that starter charge.
So here's some more microwave, and we're going to see. I would say this would take, I don't know, 3 or 4 rounds with Dragon, maybe? I don't know, because damage output is definitely not as strong without Charge Beam. So, right here, we could definitely see Slow Guy catch up if he gets the Quick Grapple. That could bring things pretty close, pretty fast, so that would be really exciting. And I'm also looking at their ammo, because Nevdi has 35 missiles, Slow Guy has 15. Now, they're not going to have any problems, because they have a lot of supers for that tank. No, it's probably not going to make a difference. I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm thinking out loud again. Here we go.
For sure.
I'll let you talk for a little. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, Kev. So that is Nevdi with Dragon down, and now we're gonna see Slow Guy with Dragon down. This is really getting exciting, Kev. And Nevdi's gonna make the check
at some point. It's coming. It's coming.
And it's normal bombs. What an interesting pickup.
Well, why would you pick up bombs? Come on. I love bombs. Bombs my favorite item. I'm going to actually support this guy right there. This is my favorite item.
Wait, no! Slow guy, no!
Is he going back?
He's going back for it.
If you get goodness. Metroid, you can shake it with a bomb. Okay, I get that. But you're likely not going to. You've got a ton of supers. You've got Ice Beam. You don't really need bombs right now.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a double clutch by Slow Guy. Goes back and grabs the bombs after kind of holding on to almost a tenuous lead on Nevdi. Nevdi getting trolled by that Metroid outside of Coliseum. My goodness, Kev, this for a jet seed, this race has had a lot of drama. I'll tell you what, this has been phenomenal.
I can't believe it's only been going on for 34 minutes. I feel like there's so much happening. Days worth of Super Metroid, just one seed. It's wild.
This has been a wild playoff so far, and the best part, viewers, thank you all for being here, of course, but the best part is that this is only the first round. There's a lot more after this.
This has just been absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait. This is they're gonna just abuse Rex Ship, just kind of go in, go mess with Phantoon for a little bit, and then just peace out. Here comes Turian.
Oh, that's an excellent point that you mentioned, Phantoon. That is another microwavable boss, so Nevdi should have a pretty quick Phantoon fight. Slow Guy gonna have to, go deep into the speedrun strats to have a highly efficient and effective Phantoon fight.
Yeah, we got a question in chat. Wondering if you can one-round Phantoon very weak microwave. I think you probably can, because Plasma Beam, with charge, it's super strong. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll see. We'll see if we'll get a one-round.
Yeah, Nevdi's going to try it for sure. But all these movement items, all this equipment, Nevdi is just going to fly over to Rex Ship. Same with Slow Guy into Red Tower. So really, like, 2-room difference, if that, up the elevator as Nevdi enters the door transition to the surface of Criteria.
You know what? Their chat has mentioned an ammo count, and I am looking at that, and there's no supers there for Slow Guy. So
that's true.
Slow Guy, you can get one off. Yeah,
ship refill. Yeah,
ship refill.
Has to make a ship refill.
Farm those bugs before that green gate right there. See there, you're going to get a super right there, just like Nevdi did. So this is definitely going to cost Slow Guy time, much more time than just plain old Phantoon RNG. So that missed farm right there might have been just exactly what Nevdi needs to maintain this lead for.
It very well could be. It very well could be.
But Nevdi might even decide to take that ship save after Phantoon. Wait a minute! Oh no!
Oh no! Slow Guy.
Slow Guy. No, come on, everybody.
Turn around, Chad. Get him to turn around, Chad. Give him your energy, Chad. Give him.
No. Oh, no.
No. Oh, no.
So, Hockey, is Slow going to realize this before or after he goes and they enter the room?
I don't know. My heart is breaking right now. I've never witnessed this live, let alone been on comms when this has happened. Oh no. Oh gosh, in the hallway. In the hallway before G4, Slow Guy has realized he has not defeated Fantoon.
You know what? It
Oh,
sucks, but that's so much better than going in there and
that's
realizing it
true.
after 3 statues have
That
exploded. And you're
cutscene
going,
takes
wait a minute, wait
so
a minute. I didn't
long.
let that go.
Oh no. Oh, I'm breathing into a paper bag over here, Kev. In and out,
I
in
feel
and out.
so
Just
bad.
breathe, Aki, breathe.
I feel so bad. Oh gosh. I mean, I can honestly tell you that I have made way more bumbling decisions than that. So I feel for you, slow guy, but I hope you get through the rest of the match all right.
Absolutely,
Nevdi's
absolutely.
still doing a couple checks, maybe hoping to have found something valuable there, like a super pack, and not have to stop at the ship. But I don't know. Nevdi might end up stopping at the ship, but it's not going to lose him as much ground on slow guy as it would have earlier.
That's true. That's true. So here we have probably the most heartbreaking high five I've ever seen here at West Ocean outside the wreck ship. Nevdi on his way to G4. Slow Guy unfortunately coming back from nearly getting to G4 after realizing he has not defeated Fantoon.
Yeah, it's a yeah. Somebody point out where are the elephants? That's just
Oh no.
poetic irony, or
Oh,
whatever you want to call
God.
it, right there.
Oh,
Uh,
chat, you're wild.
that's wild for sure. But
Chat, you're out of control.
I still, I still have to shout it out. You know, Slow Guy is running an incredible race. I mean,
Yes,
38
yes,
minutes on the final
absolutely.
boss is an outstanding time. Nevdi just you know did a lot more checks than Slow Guy. Movement was probably a little bit stronger on Nevdi's part in that heartbreaking miss at G3, but still beautifully maneuvered, very well routed. I think for Slow Guy, I think Slow Guy's routing was actually even better than Nevdi's. He just had that extra long Ridley fight and then that potential G3. So very, very exciting race. I'm really glad that I got to be a part of this hockey. So
Oh, me too,
wow.
Kev. Me too. It's always a treat and a privilege to co-commentate with you and some of the other really excellent Super Metroid commentators. But there it is, all the way down the elevator is Nevdi headed to Torian, and
Yeah,
Slow Guy.
I want to give a shout out to Nasarius and chat pointing out that on their splits they put the bosses on their splits to make sure you don't have a G3, and I got to respect that strat because I actually do the exact same thing on my randomizer splits. I have boss one, boss two, boss three, boss four, just to make sure that never happens. So I got to give a shout out to that strat because I think that's a very good one and
Oh,
something I'd recommend
absolutely.
to anybody who does rando.
So we saw there in Fantoon an enraged Fantoon, a slow guy delivering a super a little bit prematurely, and Fantoon goes into an enraged pattern and just rains fire down upon him. But no sweat, just a about 15, 17-second time loss with that enraged pattern. But
Yeah, and it's definitely not a thing to be worried about as far as health. I mean, you have
yes,
gravity suit,
yes,
screw attack. You're pretty invincible when it comes to a Fantoon fight. But yeah, that rage pattern is just all just time suck after time suck. So let's see. Nevdi will go. I'm pretty sure Nevdi. Well, we're not going to see a baby skip here, so we're going to have to watch this cutscene because we don't have speed. So Nevdi's going to damage down with screw attack. He can do that really fast. Slow Guy's going to make their way to Turian right now. So we'll see if Slow can regain any bit of time lost on Nevdi. But barring disaster, this is definitely looking like it's Nevdi's race to lose right now.
absolutely, yeah. Yeah, that baby skip without speed is nigh impossible, but did see it executed earlier today. But Nevdi kind of putting it into cruise control, just keeping a steady, good pace, taking the damage down. Very good idea. Would love to. This might be a stretch, but I'd love to see a pre-Mother Brain save. I really am a superstitious person. But even if he doesn't have enough tanks to go for stand up, so there's no risk of soft locking. But if he did, he does have X-ray. He might be able to X-ray out of it, but that won't be necessary because he doesn't have enough energy. But
You know, and we might actually see a save before Mother Brain because it's going to take 90 shots with just the beam.
yeah,
There are going to be some supers and some missiles, so that will reduce the time. But Nevdi might just decide to go for it again. Like I said, Nevdi does low ice, so Nevdi's comfortable with a 200 shot
it's a
Mother Brain
comfy
fight.
fight.
So
Yeah.
I think right now with all these E-tanks, Nevdi's feeling really comfortable and just hoping that he's able to get that dot done in before his opponent. Because as anybody would expect in a randomizer, you cannot watch your opponent because then you would know exactly what to skip, what to go after.
Right.
Kind of
Right.
defeat the purpose of having a randomizer race. So I almost wonder if they're wow, let's go. Come on, Nevdi, let's take out the brain.
Yep. Nevdi already dispatching Mother Brain 1 into the Mother Brain 2 fight. Since this is Super Metroid Randomizer, you have the fast cutscene enabled when Mother Brain 2 rises from the floor. So it's always kind of surprise. It always takes me by surprise, but
The first
Slow
time
Guy.
I played a rando, it scared the hell out of me. I wasn't even ready for it because I wasn't aware of that. And all he gets up and I'm just dancing around with Samus and I'm
Oh
like,
my god.
I gotta start fighting. This is too soon, too soon.
Oh my gosh. That's too funny, Kev. Let's slow guys into the Mother Brain room, or I should say the Metroid rooms of Torian. Making really quick work of those first two that's 2 times in a row, Kev. Metroid rooms there, not Mother Brain rooms. Nevdi is in the only Mother Brain room in the game, of course. Unless you count old Mother Brain. But who's counting? But no, slow guy into Metroid.
I can't do
Sound it out.
Right now. Just sit there and wait. Actually, Nevdi's doing kind of a smart thing right now. If you look at Nevdi's super count, 15 supers is enough to take out Mother Brain once she enters her phase. So
That's a really heads up play.
That's perfect for people who can't math like me. I'll just save those 15 supers and then I just, I'll know exactly when Mother Brain is down.
Here it is.
Yep.
External delivery with those super missiles locked in. He's got the he's got the target locked, nailing all 15 into Mother Brain's face. A beautiful fight from Nevdi. Well done.
Yeah, this is definitely Nevdi's race to lose at this point. Really well played, well executed. Again, I still think Slow Guy's routing was a little bit better.
Definitely fewer minor checks.
All of Nevdi's checks were intelligent checks. There's absolutely nothing wrong with any of them. It's just we have we have hindsight. We know what Slow Guy could have done and opted to skip as far as checks are concerned. But very well played rando seed from both of these runners. The only real major error was that G3 moment that Slow Guy had, and without that unfortunate moment, I think we would be much closer. So GG guys, really good.
Yeah, both runners have put on an absolutely thrilling display tonight in the primetime spot on Speed Gaming, the main channel. That's where we are, Chad. If you didn't know, that's what channel we were on. This is Metroid Item Randomizer League Season 3, and my goodness, it's just been so exciting so far.
Yeah, I'm so happy that I was able to get involved in this. This has just been so great for entertainment, so much better for my quality of life. I love this way more than watching television. I'm telling you, this is absolutely lit. Somebody was asking if stand-up glitch would be worth it without the actual charge beam. And neither of the racers have enough energy to do it. You need 7 E-tanks in order to do stand-up. You need to defeat Mother Brain 2 with 7 E-tanks. In order to do stand up. So I'm going to say with the Charger Beam, it might not make it worth it, but it gives you something to do while you're sitting through that cutscene. Unless you want a lavatory break, but I'm telling you, man, if I get the chance to do stand up, I don't care if I have spacer. I'm going to do stand up because it's more fun than just waiting to not die. I don't know.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Kev. You just got to get pre-damaged Mother Brain 3. And speaking of Mother Brain 3, Nevdi did a wonderful job landing those hyper beam shots, and will now start his escape. But without speed, it will take a little while longer.
I've been so happy to do this. I've been so excited for the last 46 and almost 47 minutes here. I'm so sad that it's about to be over. This has been probably one of the most exciting races I have seen so far this season. So Wow, super job. And let's just give a shout out. Make sure you're following Nevdi. Make sure Slow Guy, two tremendous Super Metroid runners. Run a multitude of categories and randomizers, so there's always something very entertaining in their streams. I definitely make sure I spend some time in Nevdi's stream. He's always ready to offer some advice to you, and he's a cool dude for sure. And
Oh, no question about it.
follow hockey too, because
No, don't do it.
I don't know. You gotta hear this commentary. Anytime you see hockey and come on and join the party. It's always a blast.
Well, thank you, Kev. You're too kind. You're very, very kind for saying so. These runners are very esteemed, very experienced. To come through the regular season, make the playoffs, but Vileplumes, with going for the sweep here, 3 victories in a row over the Order of the Elephant. I would say, Order of the Elephant definitely gave them a fair shake. It's even though they won 3-0, there were some close races. They weren't landslides, let's put it that way. And that's it, Kev. Nevdi finished it.
Yeah, if you want to announce the official SRL time.
You got it, Kev. Nevdi finishing in first for the Vileplumes with an official SRL time of 48 minutes and 11 seconds. GG's to Nevdi.
Yeah, GG. That was tremendously raced. Hopefully, Nevdi in here for an interview. It's always nice to interview Nevdi, and Slow Guy will wrap it up also. Unfortunately, we have to watch the baby Metroid die twice, and if you're a big Super Metroid fan like me, you get your heart broken nearly every hour on the hour. Baby, just getting destroyed by Mother Brain. But
yep. Protecting who we believe.
Thank you, Chad, for being so kind and for not yelling at me for interrupting hockey for the last 48 minutes.
Oh my gosh, why would I yell at you, Kev? You always do a terrific job. It's all about the passion. I love people that bring passion to this game, and there's no shortage of that in this speedrun community. None whatsoever. So it's always a thrill. It's always a pleasure.
Oh yeah, and it looks like we have Nevdi. Nevdi, GG, man. Tell us about this seed.
It was a pretty quick one. Hey, thanks, Kev.
Yeah,
really quick jet seed, which I think obviously that's what I wanted, and I got it. So got really lucky and just ran it out.
Both of you ran very similar routes, with the exception that Slow Guy went gauntlet. So that slowed them down, but also skipped X-ray and skipped some of the other checks that you had done. So y'all synced up a few times in that race. Hockey, how many times did we? When was the last sync? The last sync might have been.
I think it was Dragon. I think it was leaving Dragon. Yeah, actually Nevdi. First of all, GG's. The Thunder from Down Under finishing off Order of the Elephant, but when you both defeated Dragon, so I should say Slow Guy had grapple, but you had X-ray. So even with the starter charge, you were able to microwave Dragon, but Slow Guy had a very, very fast, quick kill on Dragon. You went to get bombs. Slow Guy went into the room to grab bombs as the item fanfare sort of was playing on your screen, Nevdi. Then went back, left the room, taking a very, very tenuous lead, but then went back and got bombs. And then,
if you want to know the actual reason, with that same coming out of Maria, why?
Don't say it, Kev. Don't say
Slow Guy's doing right now. I hate to say, I don't want to say it, but you might be wondering, if we were synced in Meridia, what's going on?
Yeah.
We had a G3 situation on hand by Slow Guy. Unfortunately, did the unwise Fantoon skip.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh,
you hate to see it. It was so utterly heartbreaking. Because y'all ran a jet seat. I think you're really gonna be really excited to watch this back, and we haven't. I don't know.
Save the animals from Slow Guy.
Let's see it.
Oh my goodness.
That's so heartbreaking that he did that. Slow Guy, why?
It was such a close race. It was really good. I mean, Slow Guy was racing. It was just so. It was a good race. Thank you so much, Nevdi, for putting on an incredible show of movement and marksmanship. That Ridley fight was outstanding. Really well done.
Terrific Ridley fight.
Thanks, guys. It was good. I'm a bit sad. Like Slow Guy, Tilly, and Thor are really good friends of mine. Like we all stream around the same time, and I was so happy to see him make playoffs. And then when we got the call to pair up against it, I was like, I don't want to pick him, but it's the best route, so we had to do it. I know they're not going to mind. Like they had a ridiculous bracket. Any other position they potentially not any. Sorry, there's a few other positions they could have go round of 8, but yeah, I really like. Yeah, it's good racing these boys. Love Slow Guy. So bittersweet win. Yeah.
Speaking of Slow Guy, finishing in second place with an official SRL time of 52:22. GG's Slow Guy. What an incredible race.
Yo, it really was quite a seed. Couldn't have played that much better, honestly, on the routing. Except when I almost P3, but you know.
I do have a question for you, though, Slow Guy. How close did you think the match was prior to the Fantoon moment?
I figured my only hope was if Nevdi went up, and I knew Nevdi didn't go up because Nevdi almost never goes up in the first place, and we got Varia. So I know that his movement is better than mine, so if he didn't make a poor choice at Red Tower, I was pretty much out of it.
You played extremely well. Both of you guys played very, very well. So Slow, a couple lead changes throughout the match, and you guys were basically synced leaving Meridia.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what actually happened is even though you did gauntlet check, Nevdi didn't do the gauntlet check, but Nevdi checked the X-ray, checked Fire Flea, checked Wave Beam, so made a couple checks that you didn't make. So you guys were like, pretty much neck and neck after Drake. And so, Hockey and I were sitting here like pulling our hair out, trying to get Chad, everybody to will you like back to the wrecked ship. Come on,
go
back. To the wrecked ship.
See, I looked at the 5-minute difference and I was like, well, I know it doesn't take 5 minutes to run from Moat to G4 and back. So I knew that couldn't be all of it.
Yeah, it was pretty tremendous. I think you have everything to be proud of with that race. Totally. You've done your team proud. It was very well ran, very well routed. Just unfortunately, when all of us runners do so many different categories and so many randomizers, that is an absolutely understandable mistake. That happens, probably more than we think. I do that in casual rando play all the time.
I specifically thought, don't skip Fantoon on my way into Meridia. I was repeating it to myself.
Say it ain't so. No.
And I still did it.
You know what? Somebody had said in chat, and I think it's a cool idea. They put all 4 bosses on their splits when they run rando, so that they don't kind of end up doing that. And I play a lot of GT Classic. I've totally done G3 many times, so really sorry for that unfortunate situation. But thanks for putting on a great show. Thanks for being in the league. This was wild. You guys got anything else you want to say to each other about the race, Nevdi and Slow Guy?
Sorry for ruining your birthday, Slow Guy.
Yeah.
It's your birthday? Yeah. Happy birthday.
It's on Monday, but yeah, pretty much.
Hey, my birthday's on Monday too.
Hey, best birthday.
The real
May is the best.
That's terrific. May birthdays are the best, no doubt about it.
Except it's gonna rain here this year, but
better than snow. It has snowed on my birthday before. Oof. But yeah, a tremendous race. As Kev said, it was a bit bittersweet because I do believe this is the end of the playoffs for Order of the Elephant. But I figured we'd lose this week. Gave us a phenomenal season and some really thrilling races. I commentated earlier. That was Thor versus gosh, hold on a sec. just left my mind.
Thor versus Zeb.
It's only
Zeb, yeah, of course.
Only the person who never loses a race.
He's just having such a groovy time that he just can't keep his right now.
Yeah, my brain has leaked out of my ears, mouth, brain not connected. brain has left the head because that was a spellbinding race. Really, really enjoyable.
I came into this week going, wow, okay, so we're against Owl, Nevdi, and Zeb. So Zeb never loses a race unless it's in a series, because then he can win the series. I've literally never seen him lose a race or series like that, ever. Owl is obviously a wonderful player. Terrible opponent to have. And I was like, I feel like I have the best chance against Nevdi, and I have like a 5% chance at best. Like, all right.
I was the hope of the week.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a tough draw. Some very experienced rando players on the team, but your team was no slouch, slow guy. Really, really.
No, we put up a good fight.
Yeah, you guys
Absolutely.
getting out of that group was insane. Like that group had 4 through or something. It was,
Oh, yeah, Chozo. I
smashed
looked at
back.
that and I was like, all right, we're done. We
Yeah.
made it, so it could have been the same here.
Yeah, to even pull out of it was awesome. But yeah, GG, man. I know that you're probably not going to mind, but I wanted you guys to get top 8, but I couldn't let that happen because then I couldn't. So I'm sorry.
Right? It's like
I really,
you root
really,
for your
they're my
friends and then
favorite
you
team.
can't.
I know it sucks, but
Oh my gosh, Nevdi, ever the diplomat. I wish you guys the best, but just not better
I'm
than
never
us.
usually like this. This is a rarity. Take my nicety while it's here. It's not going to last.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you both so much for giving us such a wonderful primetime race.
Yeah, thanks so much for comms. I'm looking forward to watch this one back. GG all. Thank you so much. See you later.
Yep, see ya. Bye.
Well, Kev, here we are again.
Don't you hate it? I hate saying goodbye, hockey. It hurts, you
I
know,
know it. I know it.
especially after such a wonderful time. I want to thank chat for being here and keeping it real and making it so that we can continue to do this stuff. And thanks for everybody behind the scenes, our trackers and restreamer doing an amazing job. All the correct items are up there. All the race was shown. We saw the whole thing, and thank you, hockey. This was a meaningful event for me. I had a blast.
My pleasure, Kev. Thank you so very much for commentating with me. It's always a pleasure.
Sounds good. Well, I have to go and watch children, so my own kids, and let dogs out. So thank you, everybody, for spending your time with us, and thank you, hockey, and everybody. I will see you next mission. Groovy.